Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all lives and gender. I can't say that no more. I forgot. Boys and or girls, welcome back to a brand new episode of an Unnamed podcast. Like always, I am your host, with the most, it's been 90, or simply just 90, with co-host
Lord Setables.
Lord what?
Setables.
Lord Setables.
Yes.
6'9" Lamphao.
Lord 6'9".
Welcome back to a brand new episode.
We ain't got bitches around here like that.
Thank you guys. When was the last time we released an episode?
Like 2 years ago?
Nah, bro, for real.
I don't really know, dude. I think it was... No, now it's like 3 weeks now.
Damn, for real? It's been 3 weeks since we recorded?
Yeah, we
or
did
since we released one?
Released the podcast because we did two
reaction
reactions.
videos. Damn, it's been a minute, bro.
And then... Why does my shit sound really weird? I'm one.
Mine sounds low, dude.
No, mine is one. And
all right, talk, bro.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, there we go.
And then we have a new... We got a GoPro.
We do got a GoPro.
For management, unironically.
Man, yeah. What is it? Hypothetically and literally speaking, we got a GoPro from management.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the homies at management.
Yes.
So there's gonna be a little bits and pieces of vlogs here and there from LS69's live and mine sometimes too. It depends. So yeah, bro. But other than that, bro, it's been a quiet week. And by quiet, I mean it's been a lot of shit going around. You know what I mean?
Like what, bro? Like what?
Well, for example, Trump wants to run for a third term. Can you believe that?
No.
3 terms of a presidency for Donald Trump.
That's a lot of years. 12 years, bro, with the same dude.
12 years.
Fuck that.
So what people are saying is that they might think, or they think that J.D. Vance, he kind of bad. J.D. Vance is gonna run for presidency, get presidency and then
he seems
Trump,
he seems like a smart fellow.
Hold on, man. I'm talking.
Not a farce mellow.
And then Trump is gonna be his running mate, so his vice president. Then Vance is gonna step down from the presidency and give it back to Trump. So that could work. That could maybe be a loophole of the U.S. Constitution. I don't know much about it, but that's what I'm hearing. In other news,
wouldn't this fucker be like 90, close to 100 by then?
What?
Because like,
well, he's like what, 70 years old now? 12
years from now, he'd be like, dude. I mean, I guess he got life. I guess.
Well, you don't know what could happen in like the next 3 years. Well, technically 4 years, because it hasn't even been a year since Trump took office. So technically, in the next 4 years, you don't know what could happen.
Fuck, there's like a
life is not guaranteed.
There's like a whole shit ton of things I like wanted to talk about and shit.
Like what, bro?
First of all, bro, Spotify. I wanted to talk about this like on the last podcast we had.
Okay.
Cause long story short, the ban happened. The ban of the Androids, mod APKs, all over Spotify from all versions, even from the ones from like 20. If you had them from like 2019, like my Razr had,
yeah,
it was still working completely fine. And so Spotify was like, "You're done, kid." And then I had to get all my music back and shit. And I did not find another mod APK. Spotify, I did not. I have all my music on my own. I'm not gonna tell you anything. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just see what it's like now and shit. And the quality of life of that app has gone down fucking hill. Because before, if you wanted to have like a song that you wanted in your queue, so like the next song you wanted played, you could, on the older versions, there was like a little dot. And if you pressed it, it would say add to queue or remove. If you added to queue, even if it was a song at the very bottom of your playlist or on your next in play, it would shoot it up all the way to the top. Now you have to manually grab the fucking cunt from the very bottom and drag it all the fucking way up. And then if there's another song at the bottom that you found, you gotta go scroll back down, grab it, put it all the way back up.
To put in the queue?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
I've held it down and nothing shows up.
You don't have to do that. Dude, if you swipe to add to queue, it'll literally add it to the next song.
You have to swipe?
Yeah, so like, you know how you could swipe left or right? Maybe you got an older version of Spotify,
It's
bro.
funny because
there's no way. Let me see your Spotify icon.
Here, let's go here. Just play this bullshit. I hope nothing's playing.
There's nothing though.
Adding queue. Oh.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Wow, bro. Okay. I take everything back.
Yeah, dude, you're tripping, bro.
You just gotta do that?
Yes.
What the fuck? What the
And
fuck?
then to like it, you could swipe. I think it's right or that way.
Insane.
And then you just like the song.
Listen to Tina Marie by Ooh La La. It's the other way around. But yeah, that whole band bullshit, I didn't like it. Cause like, bro, you really just made people like, dude, I was gonna buy the subscription anyway. And then now you fucked up, bro. You fucked up.
Well, look, let me tell you something, bro. That's why I like Apple. Or excuse me, not Apple, Android, Samsungs. Because they let you do whatever you want. Where's my other phone? Let me see the other phone that I bought.
The one with pop-up ads?
Hold on, yeah, the one with pop-up ads because I've already modded it so much. I have this
I know how to get rid of them.
Galaxy S24 Ultra. Apple can't do that, just so you know. I'm a fanboy.
Rich shit.
I'm a fanboy. Actually, it's not even an Ultra. It's just a regular S24. And, I like it. You're right. It does have pop-up ads. Ain't that some bullshit?
Yeah, because you got a fucking virus.
Welcome to Jerkmate. What the fuck? It really does have that shit. That's crazy, dude.
Here, give it to me. I know how to fix it.
How do you fix it, bro?
You gotta Squigga and 90 tech tips. If I remember correctly, if you have pop-up ads, you go to your settings from a modded APK. Then you go to then you gotta go to apps. And usually I think if it's
that one, right?
Usually if it has no name or it's at the very bottom,
which is
if it's the one with no name, you just go to it, uninstall, and hopefully it goes away. Now it is better to look through it all over again, make sure you don't have anything that's like random gibberish, letters and numbers like combined or jumbled. And if it's at the top, it'll be at the very top with no name, no application, and at the bottom too. So hopefully now, if you just leave it on for like 10 minutes or for a couple minutes, and if nothing shows up, it'll just go back to normal. Because
I think that was the case.
Why is bro on hentaihaven.com?
I'm not, dude.
Oh my God.
I was on freaking...
He was on NTR right now.
I was on freaking thinking.
And then, like, to recap all the bullshit that we've been on, bro. Sleep Token came out with the Even in Arcadia tour. And
hold on, man. I wasn't done.
Oh, with what?
With what I was saying with Apple. Yeah. So look at that shit. You like that? Yeah, because I do. I'm just saying. Tobias Forge, what's up, sponsor us?
Oh my fuck.
No, but for real, what I was saying, like, I personally love Android because Android, whether it be Samsung or whatever else you use, they let you do whatever you want with it. Pretty much they say it's your property. Here you go. You bought it. You know, and they let you do modded APKs. They let you download things off of the App Store, or the Play Store as it's called in Android terms. So I personally like that. That's why I got it. And by the way, I think I ripped somebody off, dude, because
no, you did, dude.
This phone right here, this phone alone is worth like maybe, brand new, couple $100, $700, $800, bro. These people came to where I work, right? They were talking, cool people, kind of annoying, but cool people, and they were talking about they were yapping about something, bro. And then they started talking about how they got a new phone and they had the old one and they didn't know what to do with it. And they're like, so if you want somebody to, or somebody that wants a new phone, let me know. I'll sell it to them. And I said, what kind of phone it is? And then they say, it's a Galaxy S24. I said, damn. I said, just out of curiosity, by the way, I said, how much it be? And then the female looked at the male, her husband, and said, I don't know, honey, how much do you think? My man, I thought he was going to say like $300, $400. My man says $65, $60 actually. And I said, you know what? I'll give you 65 if you bring it right now. My man said, hold on, I'll be right back. And then he brought it and he gave it to me. He was like, there you go. And I said, damn. For real, like, you dead ass? He's like, yeah, 65. Just give me 65. It's yours. I said, God damn, that I don't know what to say. And so I got it. I got it for 65.
Bro, on Amazon, that one is anywhere from like $600 to $800.
Well, that's unlocked.
Unlocked. Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is locked through T-Mobile, bummer. But I just, like I said, I just use it just cause. You know what I mean?
That's fucked. And then, anywho, in other news and shit, yeah, Sleep Token. Man, I'm still so sad about that, dude. Fuck.
What, dude?
Because they had the Even in Arcadia tour, right, coming up. And I was really excited to get some tickets. However, I didn't read through the motherfucking guidelines. Because they put in hidden ass text on their site. Pre-sale tickets are going up. I forgot when I think it was like the 19th.
Yeah.
At like 7 o'clock. 10 o'clock Eastern. So 7 o'clock here in the Pacific. On the West
AM
Coast.
or PM?
AM on the West Coast. And I missed it. Okay.
Oh, shit, my fault.
I missed it. And it was 10 o'clock and all the fucking tickets were gone. And I was like, okay, I'll just wait for general admission tickets sellings to go off. I wait. I'm in line. And then I get to the fucking first line. I get to the front line. I become the line leader.
The front lines, bro.
And I look at the seating chart and they're all gone. Every ticket in the Crypto Arena Staples Center is fucking gone. And then
That's
I was
what it's called, the Staples Center?
It was called a Staples Center until they renamed it to Crypto.com.
Oh, I'm thinking about
Arena?
what is it? The SoFi Stadium.
No.
I was like, damn, they're that big. They're fucking selling out stadiums.
They could do arenas. And I was like, fuck, bro. And then I was like, okay, let me look for some resale tickets. Brother in Christ. People a couple years ago had pit tickets, general admission pit, first come, first serve, for $75. Even maybe a couple hundred. $100 at the absolute most, $200.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are really selling them for those pit tickets for like $1,500 to $2,000 now.
That's
fast forward like 2 years, and for a $75 ticket, you get sent to the parking lot. You can't even you could listen to the song, you could listen to Sleep, you could go see Sleep Token, but you can't see them. You can just listen to them at the parking lot.
And that's what fucking sucks, bro.
And like, then the seats in the far back, the last row in the nosebleeds were like $150, and I was like, plug.
That's what sucks, bro. That's what sucks. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I was looking at some tickets for the Ghost concert coming up, and front row tickets are about $900 to $1,000, but they're resale tickets. And then you have VIP tickets that are also resale tickets for like $2,000-$3,000, bro. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, for real? Did you just spit out the fucking water?
No, I didn't. That one VIP package bullshit.
I don't think that's able to be resold, but which is a good idea if you think about it. Because think about it like this.
You can make a fuck ton of money off of that.
Because think about it like this. Ghost or Tobias Forge or the management team of Ghost put out or whatever, whoever's idea it was, put out the whole thing about, the member of the clergy package. Meaning that if you paid $1,666.66 before tax, at least in the U.S., before tax, you would be able to have a ticket to any single show in the U.S. or the U.K., depending on where you bought it. And it also came with some other stuff.
Yo,
but
it's fucking stupid.
What?
Oh my god, bro! You're such a fucking iPad kid, dude.
What? I'm trying to look up the info, dude.
No, but it's so funny because even off screen, bro, this fucker would be like texting shit. All the way he's playing Dokkan Battle like this, and he goes. I'm like, dude, it's not that serious. Especially in bed, bro's like this and shit. I'm like, bro, kid, this guy, and he fucking alternates and shit. It's funny as fuck.
It's called being able to, multitask.
This is actually, dude.
Member of the clergy
dude, crazy.
Tickets.
Those tickets are fucking must be crazy too.
For the Ghost World Tour in 2025, a member of the clergy ticket package offers access to many U.S. shows as desired, including a numbered early entry general admission ticket, a personalized metal laminate, and on-site benefits like priority check-in and VIP lane. Here's a breakdown of the member of the clergy ticket. Access to the shows, early entry, personalized metal laminate, on-site benefit, you'll enjoy priority check-in, dedicated road crew, and a VIP lane into the venue. The package costs $1,666.66 USD. which is fucking insane.
But it's not that bad when you consider you can go to any of the showings and stuff too.
No, but then it also doesn't include merch. But I mean, it's not bad, bro. Like, think about it. You know, if you have, I don't know, bro. Let's say like you're a fucking nobody who doesn't have a job, who doesn't do that, all that bullshit. All you really have to do is pay for travel, and
that's it.
You know, pretty much travel in like a hotel or something, depending on where you're staying.
Mm-hmm.
And you could go to any fucking U.S. show. So you could technically do that. And you know what? I think Ghost did that because back in the, not Re-Imperator, but I think the Imperator. So before Cardinal became Papa, there was a guy on TikTok who posted he went to every show on the tour leg. And one of them got canceled or something like that. So imagine how much he spent.
A shit ton of fucking money.
But it's actually not a bad price if you think about it. No, it really isn't. $1,000, probably like, you know, maybe after tax and stuff, it's gonna be like close to $2,000. But still, it's not that bad. That's a brand new phone right there.
That's more than a phone. That's
no
like two of those.
A brand new fucking a brand new phone. The iPhone 15 that I got.
The regular one.
The Pro Max.
Yeah, that's. What about the regular one?
Oh, like a regular one's like, I don't know,
like $600.
$700 after tax.
That's a shit ton of money.
After tax and shit.
Recently, I turned 21.
On my mama,
we got faded. We actually bought a shit ton of and then
I think we got faded.
And then let me tell you something, bro. Alcohol is not good at all. Because
dude, you do realize your family watches this, right? Allegedly.
And then
allegedly.
Yeah. We just smelled it. We just smelled it. Who's that?
Tastes nasty.
Who the fuck
Production, stop messing around and go to work. Sorry, production is being lazy.
And then
dude, I'm gonna have to bleep that out.
Bro, I didn't mean to say that, bro. And then don't talk back to the boss.
Hurry up and finish what you were gonna say, dude.
Who?
This is my crew. This is my shits. These are my mics, my micro camera, and my shits. What the fuck is it called? The Roadcaster.
And then today, bro, Sleep Token came out with a brand new teaser for another single, bro. I'm gonna go. Now that we have the bitch ass, what's it called?
What?
GoPro.
The GoPro.
Y'all finna have a raw ass at the fucking, like, we finna be in the UK listening to this shit, bro.
I don't know.
It's gonna be a raw ass reaction to what's it called? Caramel. April 4th. Mark your calendars. We will be there together. Worship with Jerry in the House of Viridian. And yeah, man, it's fucking awesome. I really, really hope it is the same song they kept teasing in all the other teasers with the insert clip. And then, yeah, man, I'm excited for this shit every day, bro. These motherfuckers every other week.
It's the Disney Channel flow.
They be fucking uploading like new crossword puzzles for the autistic fan base.
I'm just saying they copied Ghost. But listen,
I don't think Ghost can make something as complex as that, bro.
They can. They have.
When was it?
When they first started, bro. You weren't a fan back
What was
then.
that, like fucking 20 years ago? When
No,
fucking,
dude, they started it. Damn, what has it been 20 years already?
Yeah, dude.
They started in 2010. 2010, 11, 12,
Bitch, that's
13,
15. You.
What?
It's been close to 20. It's 15. Damn, the last time they did a crossword puzzle to get the fans involved was 15 fucking years ago.
Probably less than that, bro. But
Ghost
Ghost doesn't need that shit anymore, man. That's how big they are, bro.
Okay.
They
dude.
released Satanized, right? And the whole fucking.
What place are they on at Billboard?
I don't care about the Billboard.
I don't know. They're like 4th or something. Emergence, what's up? We beat out Selena Gomez, Linkin fucking Park, and number 1 on Billboards, bro.
I will give you that, bro. I will give you that. If you beat out Linkin Park, that's crazy. Like
that's
some crazy
fucking.
shit.
That's tough. That's tough, bro. That's tough. Over here talking about. That's the fuck.
Look, dude. All I'm saying is Ghost is supreme. They always will be.
Spell supreme. That's a really easy word. You got to spell it.
Supreme.
Supreme.
You're gonna edit this video because I'm not editing shit.
Yeah, you
Supreme. S-E. Supreme. 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 S-U-P-E. S-U-P-R-E-M-E.
Thank God.
Yeah!
Thank God. I was gonna kill myself. I was gonna get all of your meds and just fucking drop them all in one, bro. For every wrong letter, dude. That was enough to kill someone.
Shit, bro.
Dude said S-E. Sapri.
Dude, the English language is fucking. Dude, hold on. the English language is ridiculously hard for no reason. Like, think about it, bro.
I am.
Okay, think about it like this, bro. Psychology. How would you spell psychology?
Oh fuck! I hate the psychs and
Exactly.
shit.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to spell it, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you would think you would be
Look
spelled.
it up. Look it up. I'm about to fuck. I'm about to.
You got a psychology.
Don't let me hear it, bro. Okay, I'm about to spell it right now. Fuck, it's like psychosocial. P S Y
Yup.
C H O. You said psychology, right?
Yeah.
P.
Nope.
Yep. No. I'm starting to go over again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you said it's P S Y
PlayStation.
CHO psychology or psychologically?
Psychology, fool.
OLOGY.
Damn, bro, you got that shit straight
I'm
on the
gonna
dot.
kill myself.
But listen, bro, like, you would think it would be spelled like, psych, like without the P. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the English language is hard as fuck, bro. Think about that.
And
Think about it. And like when, where, or like what? For example, what was that one thing you said earlier? There, and there.
There. 2. Read,
And then
red.
read and read and read are spelled the same fucking way.
But red and red are sound the same.
Exactly. And now if you say red, you know what I mean? Like, you read red.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say?
Same
You better
thing
pick
as,
that shit up.
Same thing as Spanish, bro. Seguro.
What, seguro?
That has like 10 different meanings. Like
But it's like,
that 1, 2, 2. Es seguro que seguro está seguro.
yeah, but I'm saying, like, it's abnormally hard for no reason. Think about it. Can you stop?
That's so funny. I love those audios. Oh, man, those are funny as fuck.
Think about it like that, though, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, if you said, hey, or which, and which.
Oh, you right.
Yeah, bro. Which, and which.
A.
No.
Oh.
No, which, and which. What's another one? 2, 2, and 2?
2, 2.
2, 2, and 2.
Yeah.
So, think about that.
I feel like there's some other ones. Bro, think about it. Zagalophobia.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
That's just stupid when it comes to the XY bullshit or the ZX and the Ys. Because bitches be putting Z like zygology.
Huh?
Like.
Oh, yeah, like right and right.
Right and right.
Yeah, you right.
And then zygology, like they put and then they have X for the Z's, but then Z's.
Yeah, I don't know about
it's
that.
like some bullshit. Like, what the fuck?
8. Well, no, that's more like a phoneme. That's a phoneme.
What the fuck is a phoneme?
A phoneme, a word that sounds like another word?
Innuendo?
No, that's a phoneme.
Oh.
Like, for example, 8 and 8.
Right.
8, like the number 8, and then 8, like I ate.
Yeah.
That's a phoneme.
Did he eat? Chat?
I ate. Chat, let us know.
All right, cool.
Someone in the chat no, I'm just kidding.
But then think about it, bro, with the whole language.
Hey,
dog.
you know we could go live with that GoPro?
Really?
Yeah, bro. We could go live on Twitch, on YouTube. Production! Don't get in the shot! And then, damn it. See, now I forgot what I was going to say. This episode is brought to you in part by...
The live bullshit with the GoPro. You could do
Oh,
that.
yeah. You could go on the app. I was looking at it, and you could go live on fucking Twitch, YouTube,
Chatter,
on actual GoPro Live,
Chatterbait,
on a lot of things.
Jerkmate,
Am I still getting pop up ads?
Jasmine Live. I'm sorry about that, bro. Let's to keep it on for a little bit. Remember that tip, you guys, to get rid of pop up ads. And then
Holy shit!
what?
It.
There you go.
I don't. Why is my weather based in Washington?
What the fuck? Oh, bro, you're getting fucked. They dog steal shit, man.
Imagine.
I couldn't imagine it. And then on our way here, bro. Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah, like the whole language shit, dude.
Yeah.
Think about it. The first people, they're probably like, and they're like, yeah, we got you. And then for some reason, bro, it's just like as time went on, some fucking dude said he heard like the donk. He went donk donk rock, and he's like donk donk, and then like 1,000 years later, rock, and they're like, bro, he's onto something. Rock.
Well, how do people come up with? No, but think about it like this too. Like, how the fuck do people come up with languages, bro?
That's like the fucked up part, bro. Cause like at first it was like.
Cause look, for example, if you listen to old Aztec language and then you listen to like it's gonna sound racist, but Mexican speaking, like Mexican Spanish, it almost sounds identical. Filipinos and Mexican Spanish almost sound identical.
And then think about, and the same thing is like Spanish and like who the fuck was the first to speak Japanese?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like, what the fuck?
And who's the one that says I understand? I understand it now.
Literally, man.
Like someone's talking in fuck. Like for example, like I don't know, like French. And then like, holy shit, I get it. Like I understand it now. Like that is my language.
We could literally make a brand new language, man.
We can, and we could be like, we could do what what is his name? John Smith?
I don't know.
What's that fool's name? Is it John Smith?
There's a lot of John Smiths, man.
The guy from the Mormon thing?
The Mormon thing.
Yeah, like the Mormon. Joseph Smith. I think it's Joseph Smith.
You fucking twat.
If not, I think it's John Smith, right?
Morgan Smith?
No, fools, Joseph Smith. Can
Or
you stop
Morgan.
getting in the shots? Dude, just come through. Fucking production. No, open those here. Now you have to open those here.
What the fuck was that?
John Smith. I think his name is John Smith.
I don't know. Oh my god.
Joseph
My
Smith?
balls.
What the fuck?
What?
She said smell. Oh shit. We got
Smells like fucking cologne. Is that? Did we get?
that smells like a fucking Mexican.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it smells like a Mexican.
Smells like a bitch.
What's that fool's name? I'm gonna dox him right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Dox the.
It says their address.
John Smith. He did that shit, or Joseph Smith? The
Joseph
Mormon?
Smith, the fucking that guy.
The Mormon.
No,
What did
he
do?
said that he found the fucking tablets or whatever, and they were like only I could understand them because God told me I could understand them. So we should make a language be like only we can understand them because God said that only we can.
Dude, I feel like we've already talked about that, but what the fuck is with people who are like, God said I'm the chosen one, and yet people are still blind to be like, I believe you. I believe you so much.
People are gullible, and people are trying to search for something that gives them hope. You know, like Scientology. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
That's a whole fucking.
That is
Rabbit hole.
Scientology, like Mormonism, and a bunch of other, even fucking Catholicism. Low key is borderline cultish. You know, and I feel like people just do it and go to that to find hope. And sometimes they find the hope and they're like, oh shit, yeah, this works, you know?
You know, when people are like that and shit, right? You know, one thing that always blows my mind is like smart ass motherfuckers.
What do you mean?
Like Albert Einstein's bitch ass.
Yeah,
Shout
bro.
out to Big Albert. That motherfucker, man. I read a story that when he was a kid, he didn't talk a lot.
Yeah.
And then his parents were like, why doesn't this fool talk a lot?
Mm-hmm.
And then after a while, his soup was hella hot. And then he went, this soup is kind of hot, dog. And his parents were like, why are you talking now? And then he was like, well, Eric, he said, quote, as a fucking child, this guy's like pre-10 years old. He says, he drops the hardest bar I've ever heard. He goes, everything up until now has been in order. And I was like, his bitch ass did not say that. And then somebody in the comments was like, if you think about it, he was so like, he didn't need to question things that were like already like pre-planned and shit. Like if his cereal was already on time,
oh shit,
why would he make a comment about it and shit? If he knew it was gonna be tasty, why would he always observed shit. And then even weirder is like you look at what that was a fool's name?
Who?
Isaac Newton. When he developed calculus. And then
you know calculus predates the fucking Aztec Empire.
Oh.
Can you be any louder?
Wait, let me be loud right now. Cut it out.
No. Oh my god. This is production day one and already.
Oh my god, you're gonna have to fire him.
We aren't hiring at the moment for free. You will not get paid.
It's a
Unpaid internship.
yeah, and yeah, there you go, internship.
You will make no benefits. Nothing.
You don't got the only benefit you got is we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. That's the only benefits you got.
What the fuck
Oh
is that?
shit! Send that. Let me see. Ladies and gentlemen,
Send that.
I have to show you something. Oh damn! We got a
It blows
fucking gangster Labubu. Oh shit!
Has a Mexican ass fucking bracelet on it.
Oh ew! It's El Salvador. Can you see production?
That
Can you
shit,
see it?
That shit got a fucking what's it called? What the fuck is that thing called with the
A balaclava.
What the fuck is that shit called, bro?
A balaclava, no?
No, what's that one shit that
That shit looks funny. I'm gonna have to send a picture to Vanessa.
what's that one shit that the young generation
Give me your money.
all right, that the young generation people use to cover their faces?
A balaclava.
No, it's not a do-rag. What the fuck is
A
it?
balaclava.
Not a ski mask either. What the fuck is it called?
Oh my fucking days.
I forgot.
It's called a
dude.
balaclava.
Okay, bro. And then anywho, back to Isaac Newton. Like this motherfucker, he finds out a whole bunch of shit, and then
That cologne is strong.
and
It
then
is
like
strong as fuck.
and then like Neil deGrasse Tyson said, he turns 27, and it's like
I smelled that before. Hold on.
I smelled that shit too. I was like, that smells like arriba, bro. Damn, bitch.
500 my ass. Probably got that shit at fucking
Ross.
No, at the swap meet or some shit. Let me see.
Dude, that smells like a fucking mom or like someone's house.
It smells like a Mexican.
Yeah.
That sounds racist. We got another Lububu here.
That looks fucking evil.
That's the whole point of it. Fucking imagine this thing just walking, dude.
No, fuck that shit. Just going ha ha ha. ha. That shit is fucked up.
It smells good though. I'm not gonna lie. It smells like
nice. Does it smell like her?
like her.
Yeah.
This is a guy's cologne, bro.
That's a guy?
Yes.
How the fuck is that a dude?
They sent the production team a fucking gift.
Oh, I can smell it now.
Yeah, that
This
smells
is
like a
so-
guy, dude.
This smells like every fucking Mexican dude at my at
No racial.
at high school.
No racial, just saying.
This smells like every aquatic like bullshit thing, bro. They always be wearing.
That shit looks funny as fuck.
It do. High key, dude.
All right, here. Catch it. Yay.
And then you think about it, bro. Like if Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, all of the greatest minds in the hood never existed. I had this question. I was like, did you just rip ass?
No.
I heard a brrr.
Bro, you're tripping, dude.
Might be that thing over there. And then fucking, because think about it, bro. If Nikola Tesla, I feel like nobody talks about him enough.
They don't.
He's
Because people
like-
forgot about him.
He's like one of like, he literally was like, yo, I found out about electricity, guys. I'm out. And it's like, the fuck? What do you mean?
Yeah, they have audio.
Get fucked, bitch.
No, I think people just forgot about Nikola Tesla, you know?
And then
because of Tesla motors.
Tesla motor.
Tesla motors.
I mean,
and I don't know, bro.
I feel like
Oh, did you hear that Trump thought Tesla built Tesla?
oh my gosh.
I think I heard something along the lines of that. Don't quote me on that. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I heard
And that's like
on
one,
the grapevine.
and that's one thing that always fascinates me about like when are we gonna have that next Albert Einstein or that next Isaac Newton who like figures out some weird, who comes up with like a new mathematic that like quite literally helps us calculate fucking the speed of light or how we can get from point A to point B, not on Earth but like in space and shit though, dude. Because like whenever I see motherfuckers like at NASA, who by the way, the guy who got us to the moon was a Nazi, and who are doing like calculations and shit, it like perfectly orbits into like fucking Saturn. And
Yeah.
it's like think about it, bro. Like if we didn't have like the great minds of the past to come up with these calculations, we wouldn't be where we are today. And it's
That's
like
true.
And it's like
That's true. It's very
and it's
true.
like who is gonna be the next Albert Einstein, or have we already reached the peak?
I think
of
we've look,
humanity,
man. I've
bro?
already said it before, and I'll say it again. I think we've reached that peak, and I think we've reached the what's the word I'm looking for? I forgot the word.
like our limit and shit.
Yes, we reached the limit because of these. Because of these.
Technology.
Back in the day, look, back in the day,
The phone.
Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein and all that stuff, they had to do research. They had to go and find people who were smart or smarter than them, right? And he had to go over there and he had to dig and do his research. Now I could say, well, Lord Squid, I don't know what the root of 97 is, and you say I don't know either, and I could just do. Matter of fact, I could just do this. Hold up. What is the square root of 97?
It's approximately 9.8488.
Damn, bitch.
See, they know.
That fucking
That quick. That quick.
and
I don't have to do anything.
And then when it comes to shit like that though too, I recently watched an episode.
It's cold as fucking here, dude.
Damn, what the fuck
What
was
that, dude?
My phone.
Motherfucker, that was my phone.
Oh my god.
Get the fuck
oh,
off
my bad,
me.
my bad, G, my bad. And then because I watched an episode of Black Mirror. I'm gonna just say this right now to anybody who wants to watch Black Mirror.
Those are all predictions.
What do you mean?
They're all predictions, bro. A lot of the stuff that Black Mirror predicted came true.
Because I watched like the first season, which has 3 episodes,
I don't even have to watch it. I know.
and then I was like, "What the
I
fuck
wrote
am
the
I?"
show.
Okay, dude, you wrote this show. I co-produced it, and then, I was like, "What the fuck is this about?"
Mhm.
And then I found out that it's kind of just like a hypothetical, like episodes of like what accidental or intended or unintended in technologies can produce in the future for humanity.
Mm-hmm.
And the first episode was some fucking like minister or prince in the UK. A princess got kidnapped, and for ransom to get her back, she said that the prince has to have unsimulated sex with the pig live for the entire audience of like the UK and worldwide. And then when he's about to do it, they find out that they're trying to like stage it.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, dog, that ain't gonna work out.
Right.
And then so 30 minutes before he's gonna do it, it cuts to like the streets of certain parts of the world, and it looks like COVID 2020, where it's like completely dead. Nobody's outside, but everybody's inside watching the TVs.
Yeah.
And then 30 minutes before he does it, she actually gets released because the people who were behind it knew that people would rather be watching it than being on site and being like, well, what if she like pops out of nowhere and he doesn't have to do it anymore?
Yeah.
And it was like the most like what the fuck moment, because in that episode, the people who were like very very close to like the minute or the prince and like his political circle kept leaking information about what like the next operation of like the raid was going to be.
Yeah.
And then it almost got an innocent person killed. And then the one episode when it made me super uncomfortable.
Okay, so what is the whole point of this? Like, what is the whole point that you're trying to make?
You see why this fucker's horrible at having a conversation?
I'm seriously
And
just
then-
asking because I lost my train of track of
Just
thought,
listen,
man.
bro.
Because
I'm
you
trying to
went from
explain
like
Black Mirror though too.
I understand that, but you went from like Nikola Tesla to fucking Black Mirror. Like, what is the
That's-
connection that we're trying to make here?
with like the technology bullshit, right?
Okay,
And there's an episode that made me so uncomfortable, man.
yeah,
Because the thing with these episodes, they don't tell you like what era of humanity it's at.
yeah,
There's one that where it for some reason humanity said fuck life, let's just start cycling. And I was like, dude, if we have all this technology, what the fuck's the whole point of learning? Like, think about it. If we can like let's say you're at a job, right? And they're like, you got to be smart in math.
okay,
Like, why the fuck do I need a degree in math if I could just look it up?
yeah, you're
Like,
right.
what the fuck's the whole point of learning at this point? Like,
Yeah,
at
you're
some
right.
point in the future, we gonna be like, yo, we don't need school anymore.
You know what's funny? Back when I was in school, they
We're
would tell
gonna
me,
have Chat GPT, because you know how now you could talk to it like a fucking partner,
yeah.
and you can like customize it. We're gonna have Chat GPT teachers now, bro.
It's funny because, like I was trying to say, bro,
I didn't even think about that.
back when I was in high school, they would tell me a lot during math, bro. They would tell me, they would be like, oh, you need to learn how to do this in your head, because if you don't, it's going to be hard for you. You're never going to have a calculator with you at all times. Now I do. Now I do. You know what I mean? Like, I have a back. Well, cell phones were still a thing back in the day, but they weren't like as big as they are now. I'm not that old, but I'm just saying, and it's like it's crazy. Like I think about that sometimes. When I'm doing some stuff at work that I require a calculator, I'm like, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, fuck. Then I'm like, oh wait, I have a fucking calculator right here.
And even if you got it right in your head, it doesn't hurt to make sure you got it right.
Yeah.
And I don't think your boss gonna be like, bro, put that away where you're supposed to learn it in your head.
Yeah. No.
Okay, bro, thanks. Let me just get my notebook,
My
write it
pen
down,
and fucking paper,
and write it down. Like
And
we
write
don't,
it down.
we ain't gonna need shit like that, bro. We already have. Like recently, I went to a gas station, and the employee, bro, some guy was like, I want this, and he just fucking dumps a bag full of fucking coins. She's like, oh man. And I know what she said was funny, because this guy just comes up and she's like over here, and he goes, and she's like, oh man, and she starts counting it. And I was like, okay, you take too long. And dog, they have this new technology where it's like a little place like this, and you just put your I was like, dude, I need a scanner.
Did you go
right?
to a Circle K?
Maybe. And then I was like, where's the little scanner? So I was
You
like,
just put it on the thing and
then
it scans it automatically.
and I was like, and then I saw it on a little thing. It said Doritos. And I was like, huh? Like the cat, huh?
Yeah.
And I put some energy drinks, 2 of them. And then I was like, what the fuck? It scans it all this fucking oldest shit, dude.
That is
I was
actually
like,
insane.
and I was like, nothing's in here, dude.
No, it's like just a circle, like a little. Well, it's more like a cubicle thing.
I was like, this is fucking insane.
It's advanced stuff, and what's crazy too is like I think back or later in the future, when it comes to like grocery stores and
Oh, dude.
businesses in general, instead of businesses paying, a person to ring up their items, we're seeing a lot of that already now, right? With self checkout and stuff. But instead of having people actually in the store, like for ringing people up or any other stuff like that, they'll just have people to stock the shelves. And like Amazon, they do a grab and go type thing. So that you just enter, and you literally just my phone. That's why I sounded so low. You just enter the store, you get what you want, you leave, and when you leave or before you enter, you scan your Amazon thing, and and when you leave, it shows how much or what you got of what, and it'll fucking bill it to you on the credit card or debit card that's already in your Amazon account.
I mean, like, dude.
Oh, literally, it's just a grab and go. You literally grab and then go, and they charge you. It's crazy.
I mean, I don't know how the future's gonna look like with, because I don't know where we were when self checkout, at least at our Walmart first came out, and we were like,
Dude, we were young,
like-
dude. Self checkout has been a thing for a long time.
yeah, it's been
Like it's been there for a while. I think it's just getting better and better with AI technology. And like for example, dude, earlier I went to fucking Carl's Jr. They have fucking AI
Oh yeah, they do.
taking your order, dude.
Yeah, that's so funny. There was a video I saw that was like, "Hi, my name is Sunshine, and I'll be taking an order, and I'm AI." And he goes, "Can I get 10,000 water bottles?" And the AI went, "Adding." He's like, "This is Carla. What would you like?" And I was like, "Yeah, not so funny, huh?" That's like so stupid, bro.
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the hell?
This shit is funny.
Like I went in there. I totally forgot they had it because I've been there before, but I totally forgot they had it. And then, hi, my name is, or no, welcome to Carl's Jr. My name is da da da, and I'm AI, and I'll be taking your order. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, since when the fuck do they have AI? And why at Carl's Jr. of all places? Like, couldn't they do that at fucking McDonald's or something?
And you know how you always say that we are like social creatures and shit?
Yeah.
I wonder what negative impact it will be for society, bars, to not have like that face-to-face cashier shit. Like, would it make things faster for people? Would it take away the interactions of like
it's gonna become a lot
like it's
worse?
so weird.
Because look, we're already social creatures, right? We see people, a lot. Now, imagine, you go, let's say weeks without seeing a person, right? Let's say we're in a fucking episode where, you live by yourself, or in a time where you have to live by yourself, and it's just you, right? And the only people or person that you see is not really a person, it's AI generated. It's a robot. Now, let's say you go to the grocery store, you decided to go old school and actually go to the grocery store, and somebody else decides to go there too. It could go one or two ways. It could either be like, "Oh my God, how are you? Like, you're another person. Like, how are you doing?" It could go that way. So nice to meet you. Da-da. Or it could go a way of like, "Hey, how are you?" And then it drastically changes from that to like murder. Because we're not gonna be used to seeing other people.
Yeah, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, you're like, what's up with you, my boy? Like, people look at you funny. You're like, why are you looking at me like that? You know what I mean?
And it'll be weird for like the economy though too, because I mean, the economy is obviously a fucking like you can't really explain. Hey, what's the economy? Like, what is economy? And it's like there's like a whole like fucking
it's
Bible.
Man-made.
There's like a whole Bible fucking manual to it and shit.
It's man-made. It's stupid. And anything that comes to like government and economy and all that shit is all man-made.
Because if, let's say Walmart, for example, like Walmart is the biggest retail in the world, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to get rid of all cashiers and customer service like employees and have just AI cashiers like doing all the work for you and all that, would it benefit or impact the economy? Because obviously like those employees would lose their jobs, and
it'll hurt the economy. Because think about it like
though, too?
Well, I don't think it'll definitely impact it a lot, but it might impact it a bit. Because think about it. Or actually it could help it. Like, it depends on how you look at it. Because think about it like this. For example, if you look at a grocery store that has employees, right? No self-checkout employees, and they're unionized or something, right? Based off of a grocery store that isn't union, that isn't paying the amount that the other store is paying, their prices are going to be lower. So realistically, the consumer is going to go to where the prices are lower. You see what I'm saying? Now, again, this could go one of two ways. It could either benefit the economy really good. Oh, well, prices are a lot lower. People could afford more groceries. So prices are realistically going to go down. Or it could go, well, everybody misses the customer service. There's not a lot of jobs available anymore because it's all based on like computers and AI and, robots. So how are people going to make money? The only people that are really going to truly benefit regardless are
the owners
of the companies
and management too.
I don't know about management, but again, like even management positions are going to go away. How are you going to, the only people that are really going to benefit from this truly are the rich, and are the ones that don't necessarily, need money to survive. They have enough money saved up, or they have enough money, generational wealth type people. You know what I mean? Because think about it. Why are you going to have management at a store where there's no employees? Everything it could be done through a computer screen.
And then think about it too, bro. Like, you know how like you say your boss is always like on schedules and shit?
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a time where like an AI is going to be like, hey, here's the best schedule for you. And then your boss is like, well, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I just did my shit.
There's going to be a point in time where, instead of
looks good for me,
going based off of, well, around this time we get busy, around this time we don't, whatever. AI is going to figure that out. Well, according to our calculations, AI is going to say, it gets busier on this time. So I'm just going to generate you a schedule that benefits the company and benefits your employees as well. I don't know, bro. It's scary. It's very scary shit.
And then there was 2 episodes that I kind of got to see, but then there was one I halfway watched, and then one I just read the description in Black Mirror, where there's one, it was really fucking intriguing, where they have like in the far future, they have like these lenses in their eyes, like what are they called? Contact lenses. Where they whip out like this fucking like little controller.
I seen that episode. I know what you're talking about.
And they could rewind like 10 minutes beforehand and like ultra zoom shit, where it's like, and they could like recognize faces and shit. And I'm like, I'm like, then what?
Yeah, there's that
what
episode.
the
There's that
fuck?
episode where he finds out like his wife is cheating or some shit, right?
Yeah, I've only watched like 10 minutes of it.
And
It
then,
kinda
yeah,
got
so
bored.
I think I think it's the same one where he finds out like his wife is cheating or something. But it's a very great concept. Like it's not really in the brain, like not really in the eyes. It's like a brain chip thing.
It had it like in back at your
Yeah, so it's like a brain implant thing where it captures all your memories and stores them, so that way you never forget. So that way you pull out the little controller and you're just sitting like this. You could see what you're seeing, but other people can't. So you're just like literally scrolling through all your memories, and you could zoom in, enhance, and all that. It's crazy shit. And I'm thinking about it. Like, you could technically do that now. We're getting to that step when it comes to like glasses, like with those like meta glasses. You know how they have
the
a
recording.
camera and stuff.
Yeah.
You have that now.
God
You go to
damn.
you go wherever you go, Six Flags, fucking Disneyland, or wherever, and you know you're never gonna forget that, because instead of having a phone on you, you have your little glasses. You can just tap it and start recording and let it be.
Phase up.
So
And then there was another episode. Okay, so there isn't one I haven't watched, but it's one that it was called like Joanne is a Horrible Person, where it's in it's in like some timeline where your whole fucking life is live streamed, but anybody can like tune in at whatever time they want to. And I haven't watched it yet, but it's like, would you rather be in a future where, or in three alternative futures, one where you have like the eyewear that can like go into the, let's say like a week in the past,
yeah,
and you can like literally look at like the last week of your life and see what the fuck was up. Or option two, have your whole life live streamed and you can like see like what other people are doing and stuff. Like if you want to see what, I don't know, your fucking boss is doing, and you could just be like, let me just tap into his shit, and it's just him like fucking knocked out or some shit, getting head from a prostitute or something.
okay,
And you're like, oh, okay. Or three, you're sent into like this confinement without the outside world, and it's all like, did you hear that?
yeah. Did you?
Dude, what the fuck was
What
that?
the fuck was that, bro?
I
For
heard
real?
something.
You heard that?
I heard something, bro.
That's why I turned around. I was like, what the fuck was that?
The fuck? I'm scared.
Did you
And
hear that? No, that wasn't me, bro.
That was something over here, bro.
It's crazy shit, dude.
Or you're sent into like this confinement where you could be like bigger in life, but you have to you have to cycle though. So every cycle you get like a point. And if you get 15 million points, you get a ticket to go like on this fucking like America's Got Talent shit.
Yeah.
But you don't know what the fuck's gonna be on the other side. Either you're gonna be a sex slave, or you're gonna be an actor. But the weird thing about that episode is that the dude, the black guy, he gets 15 million.
Yeah.
And he gets like this luscious life. But the weird part that freaked me out is that there's no outside world. It's all like screens and shit. So instead of waking up to like a naturally like, you know, sunrise,
Yeah.
it's just a screen that's like trying to like replicate that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fucking shit? And it's kind of,
Well,
and it's
you
like,
know what, man?
it's weird with that one.
If I was to choose and be in a predicament like that, I genuinely would choose just to have the little lens thing. I mean, it's a normal life. You're living your normal life. You just have the ability to check back your whole week.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to do that. I mean, nothing's gonna change.
I feel like it would make, I think that would make people more paranoid in a weird way, because the guy in the beginning of an episode, I think he was like applying somewhere, and he was like, I don't know about that, and so he rewinds, ultra zooms into like the guy's face,
Yeah.
and you could tell that he's like, we might get you, bro, and he's like, nah, it ain't gonna work out then.
Yeah,
And
no,
so- and, like,
it'll obviously make everybody more paranoid, but I mean,
you would
again,
just
you're
hyper
not
analyze things and shit.
you're not changing anything else. So
You know how like we always talk about like how the fuck did language come about and shit?
yeah,
Who the fuck, like when it comes to Counter-Strike's gambling things, I always wonder like how the fuck did they, like I wonder if they just said fuck it, let's just hope some of these items go for big money in real life and people will start gambling and it'll make us money. Because if y'all don't know, there's like a $1.5 million knife, a pixel knife in Counter-Strike That is a blue karambit gem. I think it's Stat Track 2, pattern 662 or 661 or some shit. No, it's the AK. And if you get that bitch factory new, and it's fucking all blue on one side, no scratches and shit, you can make more than $1 million off that bitch. And it's like, who the fuck decided for it? Who in that community was like, it has to be more than $1 million, bro?
I don't know, bro.
Like, bro, my AK is brand new. Why can't I sell this shit for like
I think it's the
bro?
fandom. I think it's the fandom. You know, the fans decide to make that. They decide to put the prices on the product, and then you have people who are just living a normal life and like, holy shit, maybe I can make some money off of that. Maybe I'll buy it, and then maybe I could resell it, and then make a profit.
And then it's like the whole. It was so weird because, like, I got into like the whole rabbit hole of that thing, and then like the one thing that I always like don't understand is like why is it that certain, because there's capsules that have stickers inside of them.
Yeah,
a capsule from 2014, Katowice, 2014 sticker capsule is worth $20,000. Just a capsule for a sticker inside.
I'm telling you, it's just it's. I don't know,
like,
man.
what? And then the sticker inside, if you get a hollow I Buy Power, or if you get a hollow I Buy Power sticker, it's like 40,000. But then if you get the hollow Titan, I don't know why Titan, the Titan team was more valuable. That one could be sold for like $50,000 to $70,000. A sticker in a game can
Costs
be
more than
sold
a car.
more than a car. And if you get 2 of them bitches, you can get a house in Texas for like 100,000. And it's like, dog, like imagine you move out from Cali or anywhere, and the guy's like, yo, bro, like, where'd you got this money from?
Oh, I got it from a video game.
And it's like, I have these stickers and I sold them for $100,000.
Well, you could do that with you could do that with pretty much anything, bro. I mean, like, for example, like let's say Sleep Token, right?
Yeah.
They come out with the merch. You're only able to buy. They only make a production of, or a quantity of 600. They put it on sale. It's a limited edition shirt, super cool shirt. And then they say, we're never going to make it again. Right? They become the biggest fucking band ever. And then now you have one of those 600 and you sell it. A fan that's super dedicated is going to offer you whatever you decide to sell it for.
Another thing that I don't know who the fuck came up with the idea at Counter-Strike 2 is that not every weapon is made the same. So sad.
Which is a good idea. I mean, it's bringing money into the game, right? Counter-Strike has been around since fucking God knows how long.
It's been around for a very long time.
Shit, when I was fucking growing up, when I grew up,
when I grew up,
and I remember, it was around. It was pretty big when I was coming up. Pause.
Where were you in 2014, bro? You could have gone them damn capsule stickers.
Motherfucker, I think I was barely starting high school in 2014.
No, you were in middle school.
No, fool.
24. No, yeah. You were a sophomore in high school at 2014.
Well, technically,
or for a freshman. Bro, you could have gone like, this is what I find so fucked up is that those little capsules back then in 2014 were like less than $1. And there's people even today who are like, oh fuck, guys, look what I did back then. They have like 100 of these motherfuckers. They spent $100 on 100 of these little capsules that are now worth $20,000 each. And they're like, I sold them off for like $10.
That's fucking crazy.
Because like nobody wanted to buy them. And then he's like, fast forward, they're worth like 20,000 each.
Well, it's like crypto, Fuck, dude. I remember I stumbled upon, I think it was XRP.
What the fuck?
No, it was some stupid little crypto coin, and it was less than a fucking way less than a penny. If I would have put $100 on it, looking at it back now, it's damn near close to 20 cents. I would have been rich as fuck.
You would have made some money.
I would have made it. Yeah, would have made. Well, think about it. If I bought $100, let's say they gave me, I don't know, 100,000 coins, right?
Yeah.
And now it's at 20 cents. How much is that?
100,000 times 0.20?
I think that's like $20,000, right?
That means more than you said 100,000
Uh-huh.
times 0.20. $20,000. Yeah.
Yeah, $20,000.
That's a good money.
I would have had $20,000 right now.
You know, but then I, because you know more about that shit than I do. If you have $10,000 to sell on like crypto, don't you have to wait for like somebody to buy it off of you, or like does it just sell like to the fucking market or something?
I don't know how that works. I really don't know how that works. I know that for certain cryptos, if you have a limited or amount of a crypto, it'll once you sell it, it'll take you some time to actually gain the money back.
Oh, because I remember seeing something about like you can't,
because it doesn't have like, I don't think it has any cash value. Like it doesn't have any cash value. Like for example, Bitcoin, I think it might have cash value now because it's pretty big. So if you think about it, crypto, or Bitcoin, excuse me, Bitcoin, you could sell it and for cash pretty much, because it's become so big and popular that one Bitcoin is worth like 80. I think it dropped down back to 80,000. So, or 90 something thousand. So if you sell one Bitcoin, you there's almost damn near $100,000.
And then
I should have told my brother to invest in Bitcoin when it first started. We would have been fucking generationally wealthy.
We would have been the fuck out of here by now. And then fun fact about Counter-Strike is that I forgot. I think Counter-Strike was actually just a mod from like Gary's mod, I believe. It was like a sandbox. So it's like you can create like your own like
that's what I'm saying. I don't even remember, because I remember when I grew up. No, seriously, I remember when I was coming up. Pause. Counter-Strike was pretty big. It was like a big shooter or something.
Yeah.
But I never got into it because it's just not my type of game.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool. Now that, like when you look into the story of it, is that it was just like a fan made. I think like somebody had just made the sandbox, kind of like how they do like custom maps and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody just made that from like an original game, but they just put like their own twist to it. And then somebody was like, you know what? I think this has potential. So they like bought it from them, and they're like, yo, dude, we just made like billions of dollars. It's kind of like those stories you hear from like, especially Nike's like the best example. Like the person who made the swoosh logo gets like a literal lifetime of like Nike merch. They have like, what is it, like 5 to 10% of like, they own like 5 or 10% of the actual company.
Yeah, I heard some
just
guy,
because they fucking made that swoosh logo.
I heard the guy got paid from shares, like in shares.
Yeah.
Like he didn't get paid. I think he only got paid like $100 cash, or like $10 cash or something like that. I could be wrong.
That shit's
and
so
then
wild.
like a couple of shares in the market, and now he's probably worth more than.
He's most definitely made billions at this point in his life. And it's just like stories like those where, and before we wrap it up, do you think, looking back at it now, the person who made the Nike swoosh logo, because I saw a video that said, if you're going to make me a logo that is that simplistic, then I should be charging less. Because if you're going to want me to pay you, I don't know, let's just say like more money, right? Like, should you pay somebody, let's just say if you wanted a logo as something like the Nike logo, the Adidas logo, are you going to pay more or less for a similar product of that, not knowing if it'll be big in the future?
What, like if some what?
Because like the Nike logo, because some guy was trying to make like a course on it, and he said that originally they paid the guy like $10 or $100 to make it.
Yeah.
And then later on they're like, nah, bro, I kind of need more and shit. And then there was like a course later on about some dude saying, some like rich guy saying, I'm not gonna pay you. He's like, if I know you're gonna make something similar at like the Nike logo, I'm only gonna pay you like $100 and shit. I'm not gonna pay you $20,000 just because Nike did that, something like that.
It doesn't. I don't think it really. I mean, it depends. It depends on the company. 'Cause for example, let's say I pay somebody, I don't know, $25, right? $25 to make me a logo for a fucking guitar amp that I created or something. And that guitar amp or whatever I can make fucking sells like crack cocaine. And I become pretty big. If he comes up to me and he says, hey man, yeah, I only, I think I deserve more. It's my logo.
Yeah, something like that. Like I created it for you. Like I'm
going to be like, yeah, you're right. You did create the logo for me. Technically, I'm selling, the product, but you sold me the logo. You sold it to me. If I pay you, cash for it or money for it, now a legal tender. It is my property now because I bought it. You know,
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I don't know the law, but me as a good company, I would give him more money. Be like, you know what? Matter of fact, I gave you $25. I'll give you, $9,000 for it this time. Here's
Bro.
$9,000. Thank you for it.
Dude, it's decisions like those.
And now if they want to come bitch and moan like 9,000, why 9,000? Well, because here's $9,000. $9,000 is $9,000.
It's a good chunk of money.
That there goes your money, dude. Just take it and leave it. Simple as that.
That's like a couple months of rent right there,
Oh
bro.
God. Well, yeah,
Maybe. Depends on where you live.
yeah, it depends.
And then like it's decisions like those, bro. Like Mark Cuban, when he bought the Dallas Mavericks for, dude, now that shit is fucking insane. He bought the damn Mavericks basketball team for like it was in the hundreds of millions. It was less than 500 or 400 million, like $300 million, because he made like what is said to be like one of the greatest, like smartest moves in like stock market history.
Mm-hmm.
Where before the market crashed, he like sold some things in like in a certain way, and then he ended up like making money after it like recuperated. And then he sold it recently, like a couple years ago now. He sold the majority of it, so like closer to like 50%, less than 50%, for like $1 billion. And I'm like, dude, like, what is it if you have $1 billion to your name? You're like, you know what, bro? This is a lot of money. This is like 70% of my 30% of my money that I'm gonna literally gamble on, just to hope to make $700 million off of it. Like,
Well, it's a risk reward type of thing.
like if you had $1 billion, just $1 billion, and you saw there was a team that was like high key on the come up that was going for like that you can buy for like $100 million, would you buy it?
It's a risk reward.
Very, very, very high.
Okay,
risk.
so if I had millions of dollars, right? Let's say, I don't know, $700 million, right? 700 million.
right.
And the team costs what, 200 million?
Let's just say like $100 million.
$100 million.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that risk because it's $100 million. Here's $100 million. I still have 600 million. I should be fine. And now if they come up and they're worth more than $100 million, and
they win a couple championships,
and I made
shit.
6-7 times more the amount that I paid, then yeah, I'm gonna be very fucking happy. I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's a risk reward type of thing. Depends who you ask. Anyway, get the fucking thing out going because I'm cold as fucking here in this musty ass room.
How are you cold?
I don't know, bro.
I'm in
just cold.
shorts.
I'm cold as fuck. Get that outro going, baby.
It's playing, bro.
Dude, chill.
It's playing, bro.
Oh, hold on here.
Oh my goodness. What is this?
Production just gave me the Labubu again. Get this dirty ass Salvadorian ass. Oh, my phone. Anyway. Put it up. Damn, that shit loud as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all lives and genders, thank you so much for watching an Unnamed podcast. I am your host with the most. Oh shit, as I say that. Get that other one.
Why'd I get the fucking creepy ass one?
I got the thug. With the most, whatever the fuck these things are called.
Oh yeah.
Inchman 90 or simply just 90, whatever you want to call me. With co-host
Lord State, I don't know. Fuck you.
Lord
Lord Scary, bro. This shit's scary.
Lord Scary 69. And like always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.